Okay, guys, I blew this up, but as you can see, it's very, very grainy. But before I get started, I want to say shout out to Baby Days. This is her content. I also want to state justice for KENNEKA Jenkins. I also have to do a disclaimer and say that I told you in part one that I was going to tell you the who, the what, the when, and the where, and the why. So you have to go watch that first video. It's called The Truth Will Set You Free, part one. I also have to do a disclaimer and say everything that I'm about to tell you is my opinion and my opinion only, and I have not been paid for my opinion. So I need for everybody to pay close attention, please. Here we see 4 young women enter the Crown Plaza Hotel. But one of these women is not who she is supposed to be. I'm not going to say their names. I'm only going to give them aliases. So here we see Miss S, Miss M, Miss B, and the person who is playing KENNEKA Jenkins. I tried to blow it up, y'all, but it's real grainy. But please keep in mind that this is not, and I repeat, this is not KENNEKA Jenkins. Supposedly, these women were checking into a room at the Crown Plaza Hotel allegedly, which is part of the setup allegedly. Miss M and Miss S and a woman who was never identified are the ones who booked and paid for the room. It was later that we found out that the room was paid for with a stolen credit card, and that woman was never identified. But keep that in mind. Next, we will see Miss B going back to put the parking ticket in the car. Now, y'all have to understand that putting that parking ticket in the car is a big deal. And you also have to understand that KENNEKA was driving her mother's car. And if they didn't put that parking ticket in the car, they would have faced a $200 fine. That's where the $200 come in at, not somebody trying to sell KENNEKA for $200. The $200 was the fine that they would have had to pay if the parking ticket was not in the car when security inspected the car. Okay. This was just another part of the setup. KENNEKA Jenkins left home in Miss Teresa's car, and Miss Teresa was sick, but she remembers that it was about 11:30, and they were supposedly going bowling or going to see a movie, which we later found out was sold out. So now these 3 young women show up at the Crown Plaza Hotel allegedly. KENNEKA picked all of these young women up and she was driving her mother's car. That is very important to put a parking ticket in the car. So why wouldn't KENNEKA go back and take the parking ticket to the car? Why did Bree do it? All right. So now they are at the front desk and they are booking the room. So where was KENNEKA? KENNEKA was not at the front desk with Miss B and Miss M and the woman who paid for the room with the stolen credit card. Where was KENNEKA? She could not have gone upstairs because the room didn't belong to them yet. Also, keep this in mind. I'm telling you that the person who walked into the Crown Plaza Hotel with Miss M, Miss B, and Miss S was not KENNEKA Jenkins, allegedly. Then who was driving Miss Teresa's car? If this is not KENNEKA, who was driving Miss Teresa's car? And I would put it to you that the person who was driving Miss Teresa's car was Miss M, because Miss I, she had her own car. So Miss M was the one driving Miss B and Miss S and the supposed lady who is playing KENNEKA around. All right. Now, you have to understand that if Miss M drove that car to the Crown Plaza, allegedly she also drove it from the DoubleTree. And that's alleged. That person is Miss M. And on the dashboard, when they drove that car back to Miss Teresa and tried to explain to Miss Teresa that KENNEKA was missing, the ticket that Miss B put in that car is what Miss Teresa found on their dashboard. That ticket was not put there by KENNEKA. That ticket was put there by Miss B, and we all saw her walk down this hallway going back out to that parking lot. We also saw her coming back into the hotel with what appeared to be keys in her hand. And I believe those keys were the keys to Miss Teresa's car. So what I'm trying to tell y'all is KENNEKA was never there. KENNEKA never entered the Crown Plaza Hotel. This young woman dressed like KENNEKA, with hair like KENNEKA, with shoes on like KENNEKA, is not KENNEKA Jenkins. No. Okay. When Miss M took the car back to Miss Teresa, it is almost now 7 o'clock. And according to Miss M, KENNEKA has been missing for at least 3 hours. That's according to Miss M. So Miss Teresa jumps in the car, grabs the parking ticket off the dashboard, and heads to the Crown Plaza Hotel to look for her daughter. They were knocking on doors and making a whole bunch of noise, and they were eventually asked to leave by police. But I need to let you know that Miss Teresa was just as bamboozled as the rest of us. She was lied to. Her daughter never walked into the Crown Plaza Hotel. Allegedly. Allegedly, there are two people. Well, I would imagine it was more than two people who knew where KENNEKA Jenkins was. But this was all a part of their setup. This young woman, not this young woman in this photo, because that's not KENNEKA. The young woman, Miss KENNEKA Jenkins, was set up. And we all know that she was set up by her friends. KENNEKA Jenkins, allegedly, let me say allegedly, KENNEKA Jenkins never wandered the halls of the Crown Plaza Hotel. And I'm doing this series of videos in the hopes that we will get justice for Miss KENNEKA Jenkins. Because as you see these four ladies walking in with this woman who is supposed to be KENNEKA Jenkins, this young woman never looks straight ahead because she does not want to be captured on camera. Because she knows that she is just playing KENNEKA. She is not KENNEKA. All right, guys. This was part 3 of a 5-part series that I'm going to do on the who, what, the where, and the why of what happened to Miss KENNEKA Jenkins. So stay tuned for part 4. This is part 3. On part 4, I believe we are going to get closer to the truth of what happened to KENNEKA Jenkins. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notifications on so you can know when I post. And at the end, I want to say justice for KENNEKA Jenkins, because this was no accident what happened to her. This was a true setup. And she was set up allegedly by the friends that she was close to. All right, guys. Y'all stay healthy and stay blessed, and I'm out.